What is up, guys? Stark here. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Twilight Party Halloween Fortnite Part 1. Now this is a special Fortnite that usually comes around during Halloween time, and you don't really see it too much after that, which kind of sucks because this Fortnite is definitely one of the best Fortnites in the entire game, like not counting the second one, which in my opinion is better. But I'll talk more about the second one when that one comes out. But for now, we're going to talk about the first one here. It's still really good. The units that you actually get inside the Fortnite aren't really that special, but they're all straw hats, which is awesome because you can socket all of your other straw hats, like your Stronghold straw hats, your 3-2Y straw hats, you know. There's so many straw hats out there, and you can get all of them in these Halloween Fortnites, and that's, pretty awesome. And the skill books that drop in here are also really good. So for this, we're going to be using a free-to-play slasher team. Now obviously you can swap out the free-to-play units for rare recruit units if you have them, but for this I'm going to stick to a free-to-play. After this I will be showing you guys the team that I'm actually using to farm it, but I will get into that later. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it here. Now you don't need any specials, you don't really need any sockets, you just take your strongest attackers and you're going to be able to just burn through this Fortnite. Is super easy. It's kind of long, but that's mainly because you fight so many of the Star Hats in the stages, and they're all pretty easy to beat. You don't really have too much to worry about here. You really shouldn't have any difficulties beating this Fortnite as long as your levels are fairly high. Now, for the skill books, there are some really good skill books that you can get in this Fortnite, including Whitebeard books, which is extremely rare, but they do drop here. You can get Slasher Croc, you can get Law. There's a Shura Zoro books. I mean, I know he's not the best because we have so many new Zoros out, but they're there if you want them. So it's a pretty good selection of books to go with the sockets that you can actually get in this Fortnite. It does make it one of the better ones. And it is really easy too. The thing that sucks though is that the Whitebeard books only drop on Frankie's stage, and Frankie is kind of like the main one you want to get for sockets. So that does kind of suck. It's not like Anami doesn't drop the Whitebeard books. That would have been significantly better in my opinion. But here we are at Nami, and she's gonna change all your orbs to quick or strength orbs, and then she will lock them for one turn. So, that's really all she does here. You just want to go ahead and burst her down. Now, you do want to keep her above 20%, because if you do get her below 20%, she will blind you. And that's really annoying. Being blinded is very annoying. So just take your time, just make sure you don't kill her. I mean, get her under 20%. Obviously, you want to kill her. Alright, so here's Chopper. Now, Chopper doesn't really do anything too special here, but if you get him below 50%, he will buff his health, defense. So if you don't think you can kill him in one turn, just make sure you keep him above 50% and then kill him on the second turn. So if you're using a team like this, unless you have like a Psy Orb on T-Bone or whatever Psy Slasher you're going to be using, I would recommend just waiting the second turn to try and kill him. And even if you don't kill him on the second turn, his health will be so low that his defense buff really shouldn't matter. So now we're going to move on to Frankie here. And after the first turn, Frankie will despair your captain. If you have a matching orb on your quick unit, you should be able to kill him in one turn. So we're going to try and do that right here. And this is pretty much the only place where sockets would be a little bit required. But as you can see there, we did kill him. And he did drop a skill book, so hopefully that will be a Whitebeard book. And here's Luffy. He doesn't do a whole lot here. He will put up an immunity buff, but that's it here. And if you get him under 50% health, but above 20% health, he will swap all of your orbs to meat orbs. And then under 20% health, he will deal 9,000 damage. So he's really no threat at all. Usually you can get him under 50% health with your basic attacks if you don't have any orbs. So here we go, he's gonna just... Oh, okay, we didn't get him under 50% health. So if you don't get him under 50% health, he will berserk himself and attack you. But he doesn't do that much damage. And then you should be able to kill him on the second turn. So there you go. And he dropped a skill book as well. So as you guys can see, you know, it's a pretty easy Fortnite. You don't have to worry about too much, and it's a really, really good place to get sockets. So after this, I will be switching over to the team that I personally am using to farm it. So I will see you guys in a couple seconds with that team. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see here, I am using a double Sengoku Rainbow team. It is very fast. I just personally prefer using it just because you can clear pretty much every stage in one turn, assuming you get decent orbs. So it's just a little bit faster than the slasher team. There's really not much else to cover here. You know, if you have Stronghold Frankie, definitely farm this Fortnite. Obviously, if you have Log Luffy, you'd want to farm this Fortnite for sure. The secret stage is Usopp. He does not show up very often, so you probably won't see him that much. Maybe like 3 or 4 times, unless you're like really, really farming the Fortnite. But Usopp does. He is the secret stage for both Halloween Part 1 and Halloween Part 2. So you will have more opportunities to farm him. As for the units themselves, you know, the Halloween Frankie had some uses until they introduced Stronghold Frankie, so now he's pretty much going to be replaced. The Halloween Chopper is pretty decent because he will remove Despair. So you can use him for, say, like a Perona Fortnite or something. The Nami doesn't really have too much use. The Usopp is okay, but he's basically a lesser version of Impact Usopp. So if you have Impact Usopp, you're always going to be using him instead. And yeah, I think that... Oh, the Luffy, you know, Luffy is Luffy. He's not really that good. And he's outclassed by pretty much all the other Luffys you can have. Except for, like, you know, like the basic story one. So you're basically going to be using this Fortnite for sockets. But they do drop pretty frequently here. So you can easily get a whole bunch of Straw Hats very quickly. Yeah, you know, that's pretty much it. Not much else to say here. You know, if you have Whitebeard, definitely farm this. Although the drop rate is pretty low, it is better than the Kraken Fortnite, at least in my opinion. And this Fortnite gives you so much more. Like, you can get sockets for so many other characters as opposed to farming the Kraken solely for the purpose of getting Whitebeard books. So I would definitely recommend doing that. Even if you don't have Whitebeard, I'd still recommend holding on to those books for whenever you do get Whitebeard, because farming Kraken is just a chore. But anyway, guys, you know, I hope you did enjoy this video. And, you know, if you did, you know, feel free to like and comment and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.